Flotation technique, its use and its importance. So what is a flotation technique? A flotation technique is a simple test tube flotation technique used for routine veterinary tests, specifically to diagnose or detect nematode and cestode eggs, indicating mature parasites live inside the animal. This method is useful for use in preliminary surveys to establish which parasite groups are present in an area. For the materials, you need 200 grams of salt, 500 ml of distilled water, 3 grams of feces, stirring rod, graduated cylinder, conical flask, weighing scale, a stereo microscope, test tube rack, cover slip, glass slide, tongue depressor, gloves, syringe, plastic containers, a fine mesh sieve, and beaker. And now moving on for the preparation of the saline solution. You need 200 grams of rock salt that should be weighed in a weighing scale. Then pour the weighed rock salt into a beaker. Using a conical container, 500 ml of distilled water is added. Then you mix thoroughly with a stirring rod until all the salts have dissolved. And now moving on for the flotation technique. Weigh 3 grams of feces using a tongue depressor and place in a plastic cup. Then you add 50 ml of saturated saline solution to the feces and it will be broken down into pieces as it is being mixed thoroughly to achieve a homogenized solution. The fecal mixture will be sieved to remove the debris and to homogenize the suspension by using a fine mesh siever. You must sieve for several times. The test tube will be filled with the suspension by a syringe until a convex meniscus at the top of the tube will be created. A cover slip will be placed on the top of the test tube, ensuring no fluid will outflow from the tube so that the eggs will not be poured out. The test tube will be left to stand for 20 minutes and the cover slip will be lifted off together with a drop of fluid adhering to it. Lastly, the cover slip will be placed onto a glass slide and examined under a stereo microscope.